lesson with Miss Lou, who will be coming up and following the last part of the lesson with you. And today we're going to be reviewing the story that we read with Katie's Trunk. And it's obviously related to our American Revolution unit. So we're going to be taking that story and we're going to be reflecting and analyzing all the characters that are in there and how they relate to the learner profiles that we've talked about since August of this year. So Miss Lou will be coming up shortly to talk about how we're going to structure that. But I want you to keep in mind that over the past 2 days we've been reading with a partner and also listening to an audio about the story and how this little girl Katie actually ends up getting into a dangerous spot, and she hides in a trunk, and I don't know, I guess we would call him a rebel, ends up coming into the house and searching and actually touches her hand, and it gets very climactic at that point where she doesn't really know what to do, but he ends up solving the problem. So we're going to go ahead, and there's lots of characters where we can actually look at what they did in their actions and try to see what kind of category, what kind of learner profile they actually fall under. And Miss Lou is going to go ahead and extend the lesson and help us understand how we can structure our thinking.
Okay. So in August, we learned about the learner profile of caring. And then in September, we learned about being principled. In October, we learned about risk-taking. And then in November, we learned about being knowledgeable. And this month, we are learning about being open-minded. So I want you guys to think of a character that is in the book or the story, Katie's Trunk. And let's analyze what learner profile they reflect. Okay, so I will give you an example. If I were to choose a story that we have already read, like Paul Revere, I might say that Paul Revere was a knowledgeable person. I'm going to model that in a sentence for you. Okay. So for example, in the book, And Then What Happened, Paul Revere, the main character, Paul Revere, lived the learner profile of being very knowledgeable. When he decided he was going to be a silversmith, a blacksmith, a express writer, okay. He also made bells, made fake tooth, right? So we're going to say all those characteristics or all those evidence sums up why I believe he is a knowledgeable person. So I want you guys to think which character in the story that you would like to analyze and what learner profile they reflect. And we're going to use this sentence frame to help you put it in a complete sentence. Okay?
Okay. As Miss Lou and I are walking around checking your work, I picked up 2 examples that I think is worth sharing, and Miss Lou also picked up 2 that she's going to share in just a second. We had one student in the book, Katie's Trunk, the main character, Katie's family, okay, lived the learner profile caring when they hug her after she lives. So in this one, we show that she's using the caring learner profile to show that she's hugging, her family's hugging Katie and showing that they care about her. Obviously that they're very happy that she's still alive. The second one that we have is in the book, Katie's Trunk. The main character, Katie, lived the learner profile risk taker. So we have something different here. When she gone to the house to live there. So when she went back to the house to live there, I'm assuming. This is a really good example of 2 different ones that we have for caring and for risk taker. And I know Miss Lou also picked up 2 that she's going to share in just a second. So as we're doing this, be sure to think about, we have been talking about Katie, but I know Miss Lou had picked one that said John Warren, who is also a main character in the story. So in just a second, we'll have her come up and share.
Okay. I have 2 that I want to share that was very interesting. One was, in the book, Katie's Trunk, the main character, John Warren, lived the learner profile caring when he made the other patriots leave Katie's house when he felt Katie in her mom's trunk. So I want you guys to remember when John Warren was actually there to steal stuff, right? But he felt Katie in the trunk and decided to, I guess, distract the other patriots and have them all leave to save her life so that she is not in danger. Do you guys agree that maybe John Warren was also caring. So let me go over the next one. Oopsie, here we go. Here's the other one. It says, in the book, Katie's Trunk, the main character, Katie, lived the learner profile caring when she went back to the house to protect her family's stuff. Ooh, I really like that because I think when Miss Anderson was speaking, there was another character trait of being caring, but for a different reason. Okay. Do you guys agree that Katie might also be a caring person as well as a risk taker that we have seen before? Okay. All right. So that concludes our lesson, or a demonstration of a lesson of learner profiles, along with a lesson that we have been teaching to our kids with Katie's Trunk.